What's up guys, Dakota here and welcome back to the Driven Mad channel. So in today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. It's kind of gloomy out, but the car show is going down, and so I figured we'd kind of go out there, look at what's out there. There are two cars that I'm really interested in seeing. One is the C8 Corvette, the new mid-engine Corvette. That's going to be pretty awesome to finally see in person. As well as, I'm actually really excited about the new Tahoe and Suburban. So it'll be kind of cool to see that in person. So anyways, just kind of figured it'd be a quick little video and something different, and so I'll see you guys when we get there.
Alright guys, so I decided to go ahead and do a voiceover for this. Just feel like it'd be a little bit easier. So as you can see, you get the ride and drive when you walk up. You're usually, at least for the past few years, greeted with Ford and Chevy right at the front doors. I guess they pay a little bit of extra money to be the first ones when you walk in. And then headed over there to the Chevy section, we got the ZR2 Bison. I personally prefer the regular ZR2. You get a better approach angle with a stock bumper, but still pretty cool to look at that. Then here is the star of the show. Definitely took, everyone was around this more than basically everything else. So this one was a 3LT and Accelerate Yellow with a Z51 package. Super cool to see this in person, because as some of you might not know, I was actually planning on getting one of these, and I still might, just gonna see how some things pan out. But it was really nice to see the overall size in person and see that it's not, in pictures it looks a little long, but it's a really nice size in person. You can see here the hatch opened up in the rear, the trunk had a very good amount of space, and then the engine bay on this one had the engine appearance package, which gives you carbon fiber and some LED lights to just show off the fact that, hey, it's a mid-engine Corvette now. But it looked really, really good. And then coming around the side here, you see just that side profile. It just looks so good. And it's just, like I said, the size definitely doesn't come off in pictures. It's a lot more compact than you might think. And so the interior on this one was the full suede with the competition seats and the carbon fiber accents. It looked really good, and the interior quality, just from as close as I could get, looked like it was a lot better than the C7, which is saying something because the C7 wasn't horrible. And I gave the guy my camera. He was nice enough to record on the inside. He just didn't have the steadiest of hands, but tried to do my best to level it out, but still gives you kind of an idea of how it looks, and it's very driver focused for sure. And just giving you a close-up of those wheels. Those are the carbon flash wheels. They look black, but they're actually a very dark metallic gray, and so you have a little metallic flake in there. Then we got the front trunk, or the frunk as everyone is now calling it, and definitely plenty of room for luggage in this car, so if you do plan on road tripping it, you're going to have no problems fitting in bags and all sorts of different stuff in here. Next is the 2021 Tahoe. Now this thing was really cool for me to see in person. I was actually really excited about it. This was the only one that they had available at the show. And if you look closer around the back, you'll see that this one had the quad exhaust tips, so I'm assuming this one is a 6.2, and I don't know if this is going to have like a dual mode exhaust setup, kind of like the Camaro SS's and the Corvettes and whatnot. Be kind of cool to see. Next, the interior. Very nice. It felt very high quality. It definitely felt like it's going to be worth that almost, I'm assuming, near 70 grand price tag that this is almost certain to have. And then this little cubby right here, I opened it up, and it's actually deeper than you might think. I'll show you guys here. I put almost my entire phone in there, and that's an iPhone 10, just to kind of give you a size reference, but pretty cool to have that little space. Next, in the back, we've got the 12.6-inch rear entertainment screens that are actually touchscreen and very high resolution. And then for the first time in the Tahoe, you now get a full panoramic sunroof, which will let a lot of natural light in the air, or into the cabin, excuse me, and just looks really cool. Lots of space in the second row now, since you get second row seats. And now the biggest thing for me was the space behind the third row seats. This is pretty awesome to finally see that there's usable space back there, and it's a little lower. I'll show you guys compared to a 2017 Tahoe and what that looks like. So as you can see, the load floor is a little bit higher and it doesn't have as much space. So thanks to that independent rear suspension and a little bit longer wheelbase, you can have a lower load floor as well as just more space by third row. So that's just really cool to see. Next worth mentioning is the new Land Rover Defender. Now this one, unfortunately, they had it in its super low setting as opposed to having it in its like off-road setting. And this one had definitely been used other car shows. You could see by the interior. And then if you don't know, I'm also a pretty big fan of just the regular Range Rover itself. I think it's a great daily driver. They're super expensive, but lots of power when you get the supercharged V8, and they're still super capable off-road. I went off-road one time, and this dude had his and was keeping up with me. Had to take a couple different lines, but still super capable. In this particular spec, I really like the gray and black with the red and black interior. Super high quality thing. Then we've got the Toyota TRD Pro Tacoma. And now if you're familiar with the channel, this is a bit more what you're used to seeing, some off-road stuff. This one was pretty cool. My only issue with the Tacoma really is that once you get further to the rear, you realize they ran out of money because they still give you drum brakes, and the interior is a little outdated, but still a pretty cool truck nonetheless. Then we got the Jeep Gladiator. Now this was my first time kind of getting up close and personal with it, and just seeing how similar it is compared to my two-door JL. This particular one is in the Gator Clear Coat, which I think is actually a pretty cool color. I think it has kind of like a military vibe to it. And what I realized was the bed is actually pretty shallow, which may sound bad, but it makes it really easy to kind of reach over from the sides and get stuff out of it if you need to. And then you see you got a little wall outlet back there, which is always nice to have. And obviously I took a couple looks at some modified Jeeps since I do plan on modding mine fairly soon. So you got some tamer stuff right here, and then this white one was just pretty intense. I probably won't go that route, probably more the Rocklander if you're a Trail Recon fan, or Overlander if you will. But still pretty cool Jeep right there. That thing was hardcore. And we got this awesome overland setup on this Nissan Frontier. It was really cool to see. They had a little Dometic fridge in there, and really cool little setup. But unfortunately, they haven't touched the Nissan Frontier and redesigned it in the past like 8 to 10 millennia. So it definitely is out of date. Then we've got the Raptors, which is probably currently my favorite truck out there. This is some Hennessy models. So you got the tuned 600 R1 and then the C8 swapped Raptor right there in red. So I'll be in the market for a pickup truck. I'm probably getting one of those. It'd be really hard against me otherwise. I just think they look really good. The space they have on the interior quality, the fact that it's just a Baja truck that's ready to go, and then the overall just looks super mean and aggressive. And last but not least, we had this awesome Ford GT. That was probably the best spec that I've seen, and I just thought it'd be worth mentioning. Super cool, kind of a Gulf livery from on, if you will. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. There will be more Jeep videos and Camaro videos coming. So I'll see you guys next time.